So why choose a part-time job over a part-time business that you own and control? Well, I'll tell you, I know that part-time jobs are usually pretty easy to get. And if you 9 to 5 it, you can get a second shift job somewhere. You can Uber at night, you can deliver pizzas. They're pretty easy to acquire. The problem with them is that you're giving up more time for money, usually an hourly rate of some kind. Now you do make tips on these jobs too, don't get me wrong, but it's still time for money versus profits, right? Profits can be huge. You can make $500, $1,000 in a day in profits in a business. And if that's all you need to make for a week, then you're set. You can go on and plan the next week's worth of work or organize your business or expand it. But jobs are time consuming. And I know many people out there have great jobs. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people who are working 40, 50, 60 hours a week, including their commute. You come home, you're tired, you're not seeing the kids, you don't really have the time or money to do the things you want to be doing. But you should realize that part-time jobs, I feel, should start shifting to online businesses if you want to create additional income. People are calling them side hustles, which is fine. But I really believe if you do it right, you can take a side hustle and make it your full-time income. And it'll take a fraction of the time it takes you to work to make the pay you're getting right now. The reason I think people like part-time jobs is because it's immediate pay. Well, that's not always true. You get to wait a week or two, but it's guaranteed. You work those hours, your employer is going to pay you, right? It's very unlikely they're not going to pay you. That'd be a pretty unlikely situation. But starting a business could be weeks or months before you see your first pay from that, and you're putting all this time in there. And I think a lot of us, we wait to the last minute to decide what we're going to do to solve our financial problems, and we just get desperate, right? And we go and take a job somewhere or just work more hours. But let me just tell you that as long as I've been self-employed, I've never seen so much opportunity for online businesses right now. And I'm not talking about hokey gimmicks, and I'm not talking about anything like an MLM, like multi-level marketing. Nothing wrong with that, not for me. Like if the first thing out the door when I started those businesses was to go call my parents and my brothers and sisters and cousins and aunts and uncles, try and sell them some lotion and potion, don't like that model, never did, right? It's not network marketing, which is similar to MLMs, right? Again, you're calling people you know to sell them something. No one's ever gotten rich selling to their friends. No one's ever made it in life selling only to their friends and family. It's a terrible way to launch a business. But now there are programs online, like the one I'm doing right now, that are literally a business in a box. Okay, it's almost like buying a franchise. I'll do a video on that later. But everything's included. You've got your website. You've got products that are in demand by people who want these products, right? You've got the successful actions that go into selling those products, promoting those products, attracting interest in those products. You've got mentorship. You've got the people who founded these programs available on a weekly basis to do live, interactive training, answer your questions, help you fix the mistakes you're making in your business, right? You've got a community of people in the same business, all trying to help each other succeed. Someone stumbles, there's someone there to answer their questions, right? Someone's doing well, they share a little trick or tip or secret or an idea that they discovered, or they share their wins that's happening. So you can be in business for yourself, but you don't have to be in business by yourself. I think you should really start, if you're really looking for a side hustle, and if you're looking for something to do, don't wait till the last minute to take a part-time job. Start looking at some of these online businesses. I think you'd be surprised at, first of all, they cost very little to get into. And second of all, you can do this from home almost any time during the day. There's no schedule. You want to get up at 6 a.m., work for 2 hours in the morning, and then go to your regular job? That fits this business model. No more struggling on your own. No more trying to figure out how to make it go right. And the beautiful part is once you get these things going, you never have to go back again. You don't ever have to go back to a job. You can create your own income, and that's the beautiful part of what's happening right now with these online businesses. It's amazing. I really encourage you to take a look at some opportunities. It may not be the one that I'm doing, but get out there and look, especially if you're a parent. Don't get me wrong, childless people. I'm not dogging you. I'm just saying the time it takes to raise children, the money and the attention and energy you put into raising kids, it's a lot. And if you have money coming in, right, almost automatically from a business, it frees up so much of your your mind and your emotions and your time and your energy, and you feel like doing other things. So take a look at some of these options that are out there. What I'm doing right now, it's a business in a box. They've got a website for you. They've got tech support. They've got marketing support. They have a community full of people who are succeeding, 6 and 7 figure earners that do webinars every week, and they're interactive. These aren't just recordings you're playing back. Like, you can get on there and ask these questions. Here's what's amazing. These men and women will get on there. They'll do a 45-minute presentation about something that they did that was successful to share with the other members of the community. Then they'll spend 2, 3, 4 hours answering questions from the community. 3 or 4 hours. They don't have to. They already made their fortune. It's because it's real support. It's real people, right? Teachers, former servers, cab drivers, whatever, welders, engineers, people who just got laid off or got tired of work, and they're looking at opportunities. The internet is massive. It's worldwide. I could go on and on about the billions and billions of dollars spent every day on e-commerce, which is people buying online. There's never been a better time right now. Technology advancing at such a rate, it makes it so easy for us. You can automate everything. You can automate your business. There's very little you have to do. It all does it for you. How do you automate your job? You can't. With a robot maybe, but then you're not getting paid for that unless you own the robot. But that's interesting. You actually can create robots, in theory, that go online and do all the work for you, right? Artificial intelligence. You've got automated systems set up that, trigger auto responses to people interested, and it's all done. You don't have to sell. There's no selling. There's no rejection. There's no monthly fees. This is some awesome stuff. And like I said, I've been working online. I've worked myself on and off for a couple of decades. Over the last 10 years, maybe 18 months, I worked as a contractor somewhere. Otherwise, I've worked for myself. And this is by far the best opportunity that I've seen. So I'd love to answer your questions. If you want to find out more, just comment interested in the comments and I'll send you a link. Have a great night.